going to Stone Mountain State Park in North Carolina. Unfortunately, it looks like a tenuous day. We may not make it. It's beginning to rain as we get closer, and the forecast is for rain this afternoon, and we got a really late start. The temperature down in Statesville, back home, was around 50 degrees, and the weather up here in the mountains has dropped down to around 45. But still, I'm in a real light windbreaker jacket. It's a beautiful day in January in North Carolina. You have to take on the sights when you see them. And this is the Stone Mountain Country Store. So we're gonna stop here and see what they got, because I'm hungry. And mountain stores are pretty cool. It says they're open. So we're gonna go in and see. Howdy! Ooh, it's dark in here. You got stuff upstairs too? Oh yeah. Well, because of the rain and the windshield wipers and the weather, we may be doing most of this video on snapshots. We're up here in the clouds, actually. And they have a visitor center, of course. Well, it would seem that the visitor center is closed. I don't know about the camping. They do have camping here, so we'll take a tour of the campsites. We are here, and I think the campgrounds are up over there, so we want to go find them. The trails aren't too bad. A couple miles for most of them, and they're not too hard, just moderate. Couple of long, strenuous ones. Well, this is the road down to the campground. Went past the visitors center and on down. It says hiking and camping down here. B-loop electric sites, and as you can see, there are there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sites and a couple of deer. Your basic wildlife in the campsite. I don't know if they come with the campsite or if they're just deer. Some whitetails. And then here are some more. Those are all back-end sites. And these are all electric sites along here. These ones don't come with deer though. Boy, there's like the ideal campground for the dogs right there. That's site 55. It's way back in the middle of nowhere. It's got electric and water. Nice big site. Right side of the water, right side of the stream. Probably the first place that floods. And then right on the other side of the bridge is site 56. But those are some pretty nice sites. They are as far away from the bathhouses as you can get. But these sites are pretty deep, but you can see the driveways in aren't the most level in the front end. Some of them go down into the little field there. There's a nice Aspen Trail trailer. It's got a nice level site. All right, we're gonna take you on the bathroom tour. Okay, here comes the restroom tour. I'll try to make this less than 2 minutes. Jump ahead if you need. Nice. Cathedral ceilings. Beautiful real mirrors. Water stays on. Nice. Hot air hair dryers. Big handicap shower. Little tiny regular showers. They do have hooks and soap dishes. And it's push the button and the water will run for a while, I guess. I'm not going to test the water temperature for you. It's pretty clean. A few stink bugs around, but you can't keep them out. Got emergency lights. This looks pretty new and pretty nice. You know me, I'd be using this one. And then the bathrooms are 2 stalls, 1 handicap, 1 regular. Nice tile work though, real tile. All right, this is the C loop. This is non-electric. It seems like a lot of them are nicely out in the open. 82, 83, 84, 85. They look like they'd be good for solar. And over here we got again a wonderful site up on a little mound here with a little wall around it. Be awesome for dogs. 90. Site 90. Last one on the loop. Composite picnic tables and great big fire rings. They look in good shape. Beautiful flat tent sites. You're going to put a tent on there. They have this sign over here that says this is the after hours exit out of the campground from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's kind of interesting. Well, we thought since it was a rainy day it would be less crowded. And it is a Saturday in January, but there are a lot of people here. Not tons and tons, but a lot more than I imagined. The parking lot has a bunch of cars in it. So this is the upper trailhead parking area. There seem to be a lot of cars here. So we're going to go down to the lower trailhead parking area and see if there's anybody there. Or we might even go back to the campground and park there. There are a lot of people down here too. Apparently people that hike aren't afraid of the weather. Although I am. Today I am. I don't have all the required gear. This is wild trout waters, it says. It says not for hiking or bathing or anything like that. It's they must have a pretty good trout habitat here. Isn't this pretty though? So this is trout waters, wild protected trout waters, and look how clear and clean this water is. This is a beautiful little stream. you get a drink? Did you get a drink? You don't need to swim, just drink. See there? And the nice thing is they don't drop leaves you have to rake. Look at that little rhododendron. What would happen if I took that with me? It's probably a $1,000 fine. Wonder how they start growing there like that. Get out of there. I didn't bring any gear. I brought hiking boots, so we could hike, but I probably would freeze to death because I don't have a warm jacket on. I just have this thin weight, kind of a windbreaker. I was hoping we'd get up and down the mountain before it got really rainy, and we probably could. There's a lot of people going up the mountain, but we're in the clouds. The clouds are low, so I didn't bring the right rain gear, which I have. I have a lot of real good hiking rain pants, rain jacket, and everything that, you know, you can hike real well in and not worry about being uncomfortable. But I didn't bring them because I keep them in the other car. The car that tows the trailer is locked down in the basement, my backyard really, and so I didn't bring it. But we're out here in the open now, and now we're getting wet, so you can see the water drops on the lens. I'm going to put the camera away. We'll be back. So this is the Widow's Falls, huh?
Widow's Falls. Willow Creek is up there, and it goes all the way up. You can actually take that trail all the way up to the parkway. Right there, there's moss over there, so you shimmy over on the moss, but you got to watch that rock on the right. So, and then you go down that main chute right there, and all four of my children and me, all local people in the summer country slide down there.
Well, folks, the rain's coming a little harder. The camera's getting pretty soaked. Can't continue on. We've done a little hiking, but can't have the camera out in the rain. We met some really nice people. You know, the one thing that really amazes me about North Carolina is that the people down here are the nicest, friendliest people I have met in 100 different places. I mean, they just will accept you for what you are and tell you whatever you need to know, and they're just so nice. If you're ever looking for a nice place to come to, beautiful country, come to North Carolina. Okay? We got lots more coming up. Subscribe if you haven't. Share to your friends. Get them to subscribe. I need subscriptions. Right now, I got to do my annual YouTube video about how the channel's going. This is my 3rd year, or it will be come March. So if you have anybody who's interested in YouTubing and stuff like that, hang out with me until then. You'll see what it's been like for me for the last 3 years. And I'm glad to have you along. I think you guys are the reason I do this, and I'm hoping I'll do it at least for 5 years, and we'll see how I do it after that. But thanks for coming. The boys are glad you're here, and we're going hiking again. Stay tuned.